friends.
Hi.
Hello. Congratulations. You have tuned in to the best show on the internet. All other shows are not worthy. We have broken the internet now.
Gory Bits is okay.
Except for Gory Bits. Gory Bits is good. Tune in to Gory Bits.
Just kidding.
Weekdays at 8 p.m.
That's Spooky Boo.
And Spooky Boo.
Well, everybody's here. Anyway, hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to Bubba Hotep night.
That is tonight? Okay.
That is actually tonight. We will talk about Bubba Hotep.
All right.
Yeah.
Bubba.
Hotep. Can we start off with something really exciting? Just like really exciting. Just like hit the
Hit it.
running.
Hit it running. Yeah.
Code Orange. Tonight's Code Orange is brought to you by Michael B.
Michael B's Code Orange.
For all of y'all
Frankenberry.
that wait anxiously for the spooky General Mills cereals, they're out. They're out
Yay.
there. You gotta go catch them for a limited time. And I think Frankenberry's the cutest with all his little doodads. And look at him right here, like looking at the marshmallows, like,
Yep.
oh, it's a dream. And then he's playing the guitar on the back.
The guitar.
And then there's like, show off your fancy footwork, and it shows you like how to dance like him. So cute.
And it's only 160 calories per serving without milk.
Without milk.
Was that like an eighth of a cup?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a little bit.
You know what? It's a treat, and for some people, this is their treat. Comes once a year. They gotta have it.
Yep, it's true.
They gotta have it.
Okay.
And there's also other Code Orange out there. It's so exciting. You go online, you go on social media. Everybody's sharing their Code Orange.
It's everywhere.
It's so
Thank
exciting
God.
because I was explaining to Caleb because Caleb's kind of new to like this excitement that we get like so jazzed about Halloween and Code
Right.
Orange.
Yep.
But it's because people look for things. So everybody wants to know, where did you get that? How much did it cost? Where can I find it? And it's like a community of Halloween loving people. We all like tell each other, this is what's out there. And Neil pointed out too, it's such a finite window of time we have to enjoy our Halloween shopping. So
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Christmas stuff is going to be up in a couple weeks,
it's
probably.
encroaching.
So,
Every year,
Every year.
encroaches further and further.
yep, it's like a California winter, smaller and smaller every year.
And we know, that's where we live. So that's what we got.
Code
And,
Orange.
Yeah, Code Orange.
Speaking of Code Orange, got any Code Red in your glass?
Not sure
Any
what
Mountain
that
Dew
is.
Code Red?
Not sure
You don't
what
remember?
that is.
Oh, wow.
What is it? Is it like it's a specialty?
It's a soft drink.
It was a Mountain Dew.
Especially Mountain, like a Baja Blast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which there is Baja Blast, and they make Baja Blast like light, where it's like less sugar.
Is it Bob Blah Blah's Blah Blast?
It's like
Can't
blah
say it.
blah blast.
Blah, blah. Okay, sorry.
But I'm interested to try it because I've tried Baja Blast ones before. Because everybody like gets so hyped on the internet about Baja Blast. They're like, I'm getting Baja Blasted, and like they get so excited. And I tried it, and I was like, I don't think I care for Baja Blast.
Yeah. It's still pretty sweet, right?
It's really pretty though to look at it. But no, so this is not Baja Blast. This is one that I've had before, a little sparkling herbal water called Ora Bora, and this one is Cactus Rose.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the cutest cans in the world.
What does it
You
smell
guys
like?
smell it? Oh, it smells so good.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'll try it.
Ora Bora. Cool. Caleb made me a wonderful pineapple juice and whiskey substitute mixture. So, thank you very much.
Hey,
You are
pineapple.
very welcome.
Yeah, I love
for you.
pineapple juice.
That's what you
Vitamin
got too?
C. Yes. Fighting
Wow.
off scurvy.
Should we cheers?
Is that it?
Yeah, we just got through the drinks hella fast.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, friend.
All right. Cheers, everyone. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
So, as usual, we discuss anything we may have done this week, anything fun,
Who's here?
entertaining. Oh, who's here? You're right. Even before that.
Yeah. Well, it's all those things.
Good thing I got my notes right in front of me.
Michael B's here. I just jumped the gun. Michael B's here because he
Yeah.
brought that cereal.
And Space Face Mason
Space Face.
is here.
Here.
Live
Yeah.
studio audience. In chat, so far we have got Spooky Boo's Scary Story Time.
Bookie boo.
We've got Mark Vision's Truth up in East Washington.
East Washington, Mark. Hope you don't got a lot of smoke up there.
Oh, we all do on the West Coast. It's so bad, and it's so heartbreaking, too.
We have Mindy, horror movie addict.
Hello, Mindy. Welcome.
Sorry, I can't read my writing there. Miss Movie Buff, Laura.
She's the buffiest.
We've got Enoch out in Minnesota.
Enoch.
And we've got Gory Bits.
Welcome, every friend.
Gory.
The Bits.
Gory.
Gory bits.
Gory, how was Sacramento? How was the,
How's it going
what's
up
it,
there?
Sinister Creature?
Sinister Creature.
Yeah, Sinister
Oh,
Creature.
yeah,
gone.
we
Yeah, he
didn't-
posted
we
some
didn't
really
link
good
to that.
pictures, but
Awesome.
My God, this beverage is good and tasty.
My God, that's all that matters.
My God, sir. So this week, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I think we're done.
So we're going to have a new episode of Spooky Slumber Party coming out early next week. We're actually changing our release day for Spooky Slumber Party, and it's probably going to release on Tuesdays. Just letting you know. And it's going to be our Green Knight episode.
Oh, good.
So it's going to be really exciting.
You get to talk about it finally.
Yay. And then I saw Suicide Squad 2.
oh, you did see it
2, yes.
twice.
No, just once. But it's 2. I was somebody, we talked about this when we did like an unpopular opinions. I talked about how I liked the Suicide Squad, and I liked Jared Leto as the Joker. I think people were like way too harsh on both of those things, but a lot of people didn't like it. Suicide Squad 2 is so fun. Oh my God, you guys. If you like comic book movies, if you don't like comic book movies, I just think it's fantastic. I think it is so good. I sound like a broken record because I've said this on 2 shows already, Genre Junkies and this, but it's like, I love Marvel. We love Marvel. A lot of us here love Marvel except for him. And like DC, we talked about this before too. It's stupid, don't try to pick sides, Marvel or DC. That's an old ass argument.
Right.
But it's really cool how the DC cinematic universe is like, hi, we're the anti-Marvel. we're all the things that the Marvel can't get away with Disney. It's like super, super gory. Lots of gory bits. Super, super gory, bloody, weird, crazy, but it's also heartfelt and sweet and beautiful and so funny. Side-achingly funny. Like,
Okay.
producer Scott and I were laughing so hard. We love John Cena. He frickin' delivers in this film. So good. Go see it.
He does a pretty good job with comedy.
He's funny.
When you look at that, and then also the one with Amy Schumer that he did.
And Blockers. Remember that one where he with the parents? You guys would
I
like that.
did
Your
not like
parents.
that one.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He was
You
in
liked
that.
that one.
I didn't mind it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. But he does pretty good with comedy.
Caleb don't like.
Caleb didn't like it.
Oh.
That's all right. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as they say.
What'd you get? Well, I am counting producer Scott as a. Yeah. Anyway, what you got? What you see?
My
What
turn?
you do?
All right. I wasn't sure if you were done. So I watched one thing, and you guys are going to be like, that's so cute. But I watched Trancers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
With Tim Thomerson.
with Tim Thomerson.
seen
One of the
Trancers.
famous Tims.
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
I talked about. I
It
made fun of it
is
one time. Yeah.
ridiculously awesome. It's pretty bizarre.
Yeah.
And then, lastly, I just want to take some time. We fucked up last week.
We did?
We fucked up.
What'd we do?
fucked up big. Really big. So last week we were talking about Ghostbusters.
Yeah, we did talk about
And
this.
never once did we mention Sigourney Weaver. Not by
Yep.
name. We didn't even talk about her character. We didn't, and we are a show that, likes to
likes to boost.
boost women.
We do.
Yeah.
I am one.
So we messed up.
Yeah.
We messed up.
Well, I will say, sorry, Sigourney. Big fan. I love her. I think she's great. For me, I think the character is like, it's kind of funny. Like, she's a good kind of foil for the
For Bill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Bill. They're a good foil. Like, they're good, kind of going at each other. Yeah, I mean, I love her.
Yeah.
I love that woman.
Well, I feel like she was the voice of reason in like a bunch of males being unreasonable.
She wanted things. She wanted things out of her icebox. And over here on the West Coast, we don't generally call it an icebox.
We do not.
But I
True.
I respect the sentiment. Get it out of your icebox. And I think it's really cool that she's like a symphony orchestra player because I love classical music. So
Yeah.
it's a nice touch.
Rocking the cello.
Yeah. Didn't have to do that.
Right.
Didn't have to put that in as her profession, but that's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go Sigourney. Go Dana Barrett. We messed up.
We love you.
We love you, though.
We're gonna get full back pieces of Sigourney Weaver.
There you go.
Just like it's
gonna
be like a montage of her entire career.
It'll be our Dana Barrett apology tour.
Sorry for 2004.
Can we do a montage?
Hell yeah, we'll do a montage.
But not with magic.
Tattoos and montage and
But not with magic.
Do it.
All right, that's all I got.
All right, so, one thing I am remiss in not discussing was the fact that I got a new cat a couple weeks ago.
A new meow. A new meow.
Okay. And but Scott's going to get the picture for you in a minute, so I'm going to go on to something else. Something else that I did first, and then I'll come back to the cat, because maybe by then I'll have the kitty picture ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay. I watched the film Coda. You guys heard about it?
Yeah, it looks so good.
Really good film. Really good film.
Yeah.
Have you known anything about it?
I do not.
But the
no.
film is about. I think it's on Apple TV is where you can watch it right now. But it's basically it's an acronym. It stands for Children of Deaf Adults, and it's basically about a girl who is the only hearing member of her 4-person family. So both her parents and her brother, have hearing issues, and it's incredibly. I mean, the girl does such a great job. Her acting, because she sings in it all. She loves music, but she can't share that with her family because, of course, they can't hear it.
Right.
So, and she's really good at singing, and it's this whole thing about going to school and trying to.
Or like staying with the family business. Right.
Exactly, and all that kind of stuff.
The amazing Marlee.
Marlee Matlin's in it, absolutely.
Loves,
I really recommend it. If you guys have Apple TV Plus, definitely watch the film. It's also got a limited run in theaters right now.
Oh, yeah, you can watch it,
So I really recommend watching it. It was really a great film. He did such a good job. I really, really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Really.
Really. Okay, so I got a little kitty. Kitty. A couple weeks ago, and Sandra assisted.
I know a guy. Let's not go that far. I know a few cats.
You know a few cats.
And I made a few calls.
She shook a few paws.
I creased a few paws.
Exactly.
Threw in some little friskies and said, my friend needs this cat.
Who wants to go live with this guy? Anyway, so we got this little kitty.
Yeah, that makes it sound like I went to the cats and I'm like, have I got a family for you?
That's right.
Yeah.
Who's going to draw the shortest straw?
Yeah, and they're like, I'm desperate to leave.
Oh, good. But anyway, so actually my youngest child was screaming at us for a cat because I have stolen the other two. So anyway, so this is Batman. That is a name that our kitty was given by my child.
I love Batman.
So it's Batman. We call a lot of Kitty or Bruce Wayne or Master Bruce, all the names you can think of pretty much. We call this cat. But so yeah, I wanted to share that we have the new cat, and thanks to you for helping with that.
You guys are a great applicant. I just put in a few words with some cats. That's all. Speaking of Batman, I forgot to mention this.
Yeah.
I watched half of the Snyder Cut.
So it was like, what, 3 hours?
2 hours. So I watched half. We still have 2 more hours to go. Funny story. Was watching it with producer Scott, like you do. And we got to the 2-hour mark, and I was like, we're at the halfway point. I think, I want to call it. This was it's like last Sunday evening. And he was like, what? And I was like, wait, because, it's 2 more hours of the movie. And he's like, it's how many more hours? We sat down to watch a movie that is how long? He did not know. He thought everybody was being facetious with it's a 4-hour movie, but no, it is. No, it is.
It is.
A 4-hour tour.
What's something else that you said to me when I was talking about the movie with you while we were watching it?
I don't remember.
You're being a little mean right now.
Oh, he was being a little mean. He was being a little bit spicy with everything. He was like, yeah, yeah. He just had a comment for every single scene, and I was like, okay. I am actually trying to watch this right now. This is not a recap.
Well, it is Zack Snyder. I mean, come on. There's only so much you can take of that. So.
Wow.
Well, I know.
Dang.
So welcome, Batman.
Dang.
Welcome, Batman.
I'm going to get through your movie, Batman.
Good luck.
Eventually.
By the way, we've had TM and Pismo Mark join us.
People are popping up.
Welcome, TM and Pismo.
They're popping up like flowers.
Like flowers are popping. One other thing I wanted to mention real quick, if I may, is
Please.
a little This Week in America. What?
New segment.
New segment, perhaps? We'll see how much hate mail we get for it. We'll find out. This Week in America, executive producer and guest host Mike Richards was named new Jeopardy host.
For a hot minute.
This Week in America, executive producer and guest host Mike Richards steps down as new host of Jeopardy.
Yeah, that did not last long. I didn't go too far deep into the internet to see,
Yeah,
like...
not worth it either.
I just read, like, a whole bunch of, like, you know, people basically saying the stuff he said, and it's like, yeah, maybe Jeopardy's not the vehicle for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's weird that it seemed like nobody wanted him.
LeVar Burton. Like, there's other options. Why? You know what? We didn't need you anyway, sir. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Also, This Week in America, screenwriter Akiva Goldsmith had to actually come out and finally make a statement to all the anti-vaxxers who are citing I Am Legend as fact.
Jesus
and why
Christ.
you should not get vaccinated.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that that's a work of fiction, people. And you don't really have to take that seriously. And the writer of the movie is now telling you that as a work of fiction. And you should not, and by all accounts, do not take that as gospel. Get your vaccinations.
I think I heard a little bit of something about that. People are like, oh my God, it's just like
Right.
it's all coming true. And it's like, it's not coming true. It wasn't even a good movie. There's better versions of that story. I'm sorry, Will Smith, you know I love you. Will Smith knows that I don't like this movie. He knows.
Not as bad as Hancock, though.
What is?
Pissing on all my favorites.
It's the CGI in that one for me. It's the CGI for me. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Anyway, okay. And then for those of you who know me, for a few years now, I've been trying to propagate the stupid apocalypse. I've been saying that when it finally happens, it's not going to be a zombie apocalypse. It's going to be a stupid apocalypse. And I just would like to say that, unfortunately, as most of my predictions do, they come true. So
He is Nostradamus.
I am. So I'm going to give you an example.
Neil Stradamus.
That's right. There's a Tennessee GOP representative named David Byrd, right? So this gentleman was very much an anti-vaxxer.
I'm a bird,
Don't
you're a
tell
bird.
me we're all birds. Exactly. He's a turd. It's more what it is. But anyway, so he was, of course, don't wear a mask, don't do any of this stuff. And then, of course, the man comes down with COVID. He spends 8 months in the hospital. Well, almost 8 months. He had a recovery period. Almost all 8 of it was like in the hospital. He got jaundice. He had to get a new liver. All this stuff from COVID. Okay. In the meantime, 3 women came out with sexual allegations against the man that they molested him. Sorry, that he molested them.
I was going to say, my God, how the tables...
They molested. He molested them when he was teaching high school basketball. He was the coach,
Jesus.
so they were minors, right?
Yeah.
So he has never come out and publicly apologized. All he has said is that I haven't done anything wrong while I've been in office. While I've been, on the state legislature. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Right?
Okay.
So, but he promised that he would not run for a new term, so that way, it would be okay. I'm not going to run again. Don't get mad. Don't freak out. It's all going to be fine.
I'm sorry, I'll just go away.
The day before it expired that you're allowed to register your name, he registered. And he got reelected. His district reelected him.
Only in America.
Only in America. The stupid apocalypse.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
So that was a long story. I apologize. But
That's shameful.
so
That is...
the moral of the story, people, is go get vaccinated, please. We need it.
And, don't be a douchebag also.
I think there's a few don'ts.
There's a lot of morals.
There's a few don'ts in that story.
And they're all good morals.
They're all good. You're right.
But, yeah.
They're all a good way to
Live?
be a human being.
Be a human being. Ugh.
Anyway, that's all for this week in America. But
in America.
And then we do have some new subscriber alerts, by the way.
Oh, I can tell you about them. Tim Hensman, welcome. And Zombie Feast.
Zombie Feast?
I thought it was Zombie Fest, and then I was oh no, there's an A in there. That's cool.
Tim
Thank you.
and Zombie, welcome. Thanks for being part of the family.
Appreciate it.
Golf club.
All right. What's next?
What's next? Where?
Bubba.
Bubba. Speaking of Merca, it's time for Bubba Hotep. All right, let me tell you about Bubba Hotep, okay?
Please
Let me
do.
tell you about it.
Tell us all about it.
2002, little movie came out, written and directed by Don Coscarelli.
Yes.
Many people know that name.
Yeah.
It's actually based on a novella by Joe R. Lansdale, and I've not read it. Have you read it, Caleb?
I have not.
No, I haven't read it. I'm very interested to read it. This is a story about Elvis Presley and JFK, two older gentlemen now whiling away their elder years at a retirement home when an ancient Egyptian mummy disrupts the calm by sucking the souls out of the residents.
Yeah.
It's such a funny premise to like tell to people when they're like, Bubba Hotep, what's that about? But that's what it's about. Starring, of course, Bruce and Ozzy, the dynamic duo. The dynamic duo that you never knew that you needed.
Yeah, but
But you do need them.
you can't live without.
Absolutely.
So I hadn't seen this movie since it came out when I was in high school. And so this was like the first time I'd seen it in a long time. I still liked it though for myself. It's definitely like, it's so culty, right? Because you don't hear a lot about it. There's not a lot, like you don't hear a lot about it in the media or whatever, especially when it came out. But people love it. People totally love this movie. In fact, on IMDb, got a 7 out of 10. And not that we totally care about these rates, but you know, that's interesting. 7 out of 10 on IMDb is actually pretty high.
Pretty good, yeah.
And 79% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, people love it.
That seems kind of low.
Yeah, but that's
Should be better than that. Rotten Tomatoes.
the tomatoes can be picky.
They can
Yeah.
be, but those
They can be
tomatoes-
harsh.
It can be very picky.
So I was very pleasantly surprised to see. And it's, I think it's a silly movie. It's funny. The premise is ridiculous. But it actually has a lot of heart.
A lot of heart.
A lot of heart. It's very moving.
Yep.
It reminded me a lot of discussions we had, like when we talked about the amusement park.
Yep.
And, you know, kind of like if you've had elders in your life and you've seen people go through convalescing or nursing home situations, it could be a bit, dare I say, triggering. Like,
yeah.
But it's offset by humor and what I think is a great looking mummy. Now, how about you guys?
How about you guys? Go ahead.
You know, I know I've seen it since it came out, but it's still been a while. And I remember this movie being like just really funny, like laughing a lot, which you do. I mean, there are some very funny things in it, but
Yeah.
I think just the older I've gotten, like you just start to see things a little differently, and this is like a little more somber viewing for me.
It is kind of sobering. Yeah.
But in 2004, I booked this movie here at the Roxy. That's why I have this shirt. I thought I was the only one to have it, but Neil says he got one too. So
They sent you guys like two.
I probably asked for one, you know, for him.
Caleb probably got it, and I was like, ah.
But it did not do well. I mean, and back in 2004, this theater was like kicking ass. It was so busy, and it didn't do well. So I feel kind of fortunate to say that I actually got to see it in a theater.
Right.
You know,
Wow, yeah.
with a few people sitting around me, a very few amount of people sitting around me.
Right.
I was one of them.
I'm just saying, like it wasn't super busy.
Yeah.
I remember calling up 101.7 The Fox, a radio station that no longer exists here.
What is radio, Caleb?
Like trying to begging the DJ to go see this movie so he would talk about it, you know, on the air. Like I was just trying, you know,
market
to
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're just like, no, just pay us and we'll advertise it for you.
Like, no, I'm asking free.
Freebies.
So, but no, I really enjoy this movie a lot, which is why I picked it. And I just love it. I can't wait to talk about it with you guys.
Yep. This movie scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And with the age and the treatment, the ageism and the treatment of the everything, it's just, so I remember, and I agree, the older you get,
Right.
the harder it hits. And I
But
remember,
did you feel that way when you saw it the first time?
I did. I was
Okay.
like, then of course, like it was a while ago.
Yeah.
But I remember being like, oh man, I don't want to get old. This isn't going to be fun.
Yeah.
But now that I'm that much older, I'm like, oh Jesus, it's,
Right.
it hits a lot. It does hit a lot harder.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have the absurdity of it. It kind of
So
helps to
absurd.
kind of cut a little of the pain off.
There's plenty of the absurdity and the humor that really helps. And for me, actually, I love the end and the final climactic battle. I love it. TCB, they're making a stand for their home, as he even says. It's not much of a home, but it's their home.
Right.
And, they're getting to go out more on their terms and kind of go out fighting. And I love that. Like, I think that's so cool. And, of course, he does stand up to the nurse.
Yes.
Who she is very funny, but I get it. Like, you can't talk to people that way, ma'am. It's not very nice.
Yeah. I really liked her. I not liked her character. I just her acting in it was great.
She's in so many things. Like, I was looking at her, she's like one of those actresses, I'm like, I know you. And I was like looking through her IMDb and I'm like, oh my God, I've been in so many things. But
her name is Ella Joyce,
Ella Joyce, that's
Yeah.
right.
for those of you listening.
It's a small cast, too. Like, the whole thing feels small. Small cast, small budget. It feels...
Yep. Small setting.
Yeah.
I mean, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The what is it? The Muddy Creek Shady Rest home. And it's
Out
like,
in East Texas.
yeah, you're just like, oh God, that's the place to go die. It's just like,
Oh, jeez.
that's depressing as hell.
Something I never even I don't think I thought about this in so long. The sequel that was never made.
Right.
They even put it at the end of
At
the
the end of the
movie.
film, yep.
Yeah. And
Which
then
started out as a joke, by the way.
really?
And then people kept asking about it, and it doesn't seem like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because they did finally say we're going to do it. Paul Giamatti was supposed
that's
to be
what
in
I
it.
heard. Yeah.
And then Bruce Campbell backed out because of creative differences.
'Cause of Bruce Campbell
with
things.
Dawn.
Yeah.
And he said in order to save their friendship, he was gonna not do it.
Oh.
But then I heard that they were still gonna do it with Ron Perlman stepping in as the
I
I
saw
love
that.
love Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
because Paul Giamatti was still saying like, no, I'm
I'll do
yeah,
it.
we're doing it. It's a great. Apparently there's a script that he said he's read and is great, but.
Yeah.
I just saw a headline a couple days ago, in fact, it came across with that. Like,
Oh,
out
really?
of the blue.
Oh, wow.
Like,
Okay.
it was a picture of Ron Perlman, and it was, Bubba Nosferatu. And I was like, well, that's weird. Weird timing.
Well,
Unless,
let's make this happen, people.
Let's make this happen, people.
Yeah.
Like, let's pound the pavement here. I love Bruce Campbell. Like, just straight.
I think all of us.
yeah, I'm going to say,
here-
who doesn't?
I'm sure there's some people that don't, and I know from a lot of folks, I've heard he doesn't have the best rep. I understand that. I've heard some people have had some disappointing fan interactions with him, and that's like a really big bummer. And some people working with him and stuff. But from my vantage point, as a lifelong fan, I just adore him. I started out, where's my people at? It's the early 90s, Briscoe County. Jr.
Yep.
shaped my life as a small child, and I just have loved him ever since. And then, of course, got a little bit older, saw Evil Dead and Army of Darkness and all that, and yeah.
I met him at a Fangoria convention back in the 80s.
In the 80s?
Would have been Evil Dead 2, after Evil Dead 2,
Damn.
probably 88-ish, I'm going to
Yeah.
say. And back at that point, he was still really cool. So it hadn't
I
gotten
would
to the
imagine
point.
so.
Yeah, he was still really good. He would go on stage. He would take himself by the scruff and flip himself over,
Love it.
like he did in part 2. I mean, he would do all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember my interaction with him was perfectly great. When the film came out, at that point, I
Bubba Hotep?
loved Bubba Hotep because
Yeah.
I loved it so much. I actually sent him an email.
Oh.
And I don't remember where I got his email from, but it went to him. And I was like, dude, we met back in, and I'm doing this thing now at the theaters, and is there anything we can do to promote it? And I loved you so much. And then he responded and said, like, thanks a lot. Something. It was like really short.
Basically, thanks, but no thanks.
Right. No, it was like, but at least it
Yeah.
was thanks a lot. I mean, it was something, you know what I mean, which was cool. But it was really quick. But I mean, I don't know. So, but I can definitely see now he has become that stature of,
Right.
He makes that $50,000 minimum, and when he goes to the conventions and
a
everything.
high ask.
He's one of the big gets when you have a
He's a big
convention
get.
and in big lines, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And, well, I mean, you go on the internet, you could hear plenty about.
We don't want to
about
trash
that.
talk the man. We want to celebrate him right now.
Right now,
No?
at least.
Right now. Right now.
I mean, please in the comments, trash him. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just understand from fan point of view.
Right. But as Elvis,
But as in everything, I adore Bruce Campbell. I
Right.
adore him because I've never had to meet him. Ozzie Davis, I imagine, would be lovely to meet at a convention because he's so much in this movie. Both of them, like you're so focused on Bruce Campbell because he's a damn good Elvis and he's so over the top.
Yeah.
But it's really Ozzie Davis though, and he passed away not long after making this film
2005.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was looking at his IMDb too, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm at a convention. I'm meeting Ozzie Davis. And I'd be like, what of his amazing catalog should I be like? Because the man was in everything. Everything.
yeah, did you see anything from him?
TV, movie,
Okay.
Grumpy Old Men, like everything.
Grumpy Old Men for sure.
So many
Yep.
things. But he had a storied career.
Ozzie Davis in this film he was so great because, like you said, the Bruce Campbell, the character was so over the top.
Pulls a lot of
so
focus,
wonderful.
yeah.
But Ozzie was just so. He was like such a matter of fact. You know what I mean? Kind of reasonable character.
He's the
Given the
president.
circumstances that he's
the president.
He's a dyed human being.
Yeah.
JFK.
Yeah.
And he had the scar in the back of his neck and everything.
That's my favorite part. Is there's a sandbag in
Yeah, sand in there.
his
Yeah.
brain.
But you can still believe every bit of it.
Yeah.
Because I love in his room, his carpet's like that oval office blue.
He has the red phone.
Yeah, he's got everything like he's president.
He's clearly been there for like a really long time, so he's kind of personalized. the
Well,
whole
he's
place.
also still somehow or someone in his family has got some money because he's
Yeah.
got the nice room. He doesn't have a roommate.
Right.
And as he says, the woman who calls herself my niece, who
Right.
drives him around. Oh my
Just the
god!
fact that he says he's dyed black.
Oh my god! So that they can't find him. Oh my god! He's so funny because he's so presidential about it.
Yeah.
Like
He
he's
is. Yeah, the way he delivers his lines.
We have Elvis TCB, and then we have JFK TCB. He has a line that just slayed me. When he opens up his drawer of candy, it says, "Let's get decadent." His line reading on it. Oh my God, his line reading on it.
Well, even when he's talking about, a soul being sucked out of your asshole, I mean, he's still just like
Yep.
this on-screen presence that is
Yeah.
amazing. I love it.
Love it. I love it.
He basically lends a lot of credibility to the movie. You know what I mean? Because
Kind of like
of him-
raises the
of him being there and just the level he brings to that role in that film. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. Because
He's the Sigourney Weaver.
He's the Sigourney Weaver of the film.
Macy saw a picture of our thumbnail for this episode. And she said, "That looks like Poppy." Or Grandpa, my dad.
Okay.
And if you've seen my dad,
I can see that. And you say
kinda
that, yeah.
similar.
Oh my gosh, we should take him to conventions and pass him off. Be like,
All right,
get an
so
autograph.
personally, I think my dad looks more like Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
But
Yeah. We'll let the fans decide.
maybe
When-
a cross between.
It's it's going to be $50,000 for an appearance. That's all I know.
All I know is Caleb's dad has shot an elephant in pajamas. So, or
The elephant was in pajamas.
I don't know yet, but
Isn't it he performed a C-section on a
whatever it was.
pregnant elephant?
Yes.
Whatever. He's the most interesting man.
He's, yeah.
Yes.
You ever seen the movie Big Fish?
Yes. Yes.
That's my dad.
Oh, I love that. That makes me really happy.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Please.
Is there anything to life other than food, shit, and sex?
Well, I think he even proves himself that there is
That there
more
is,
to
okay.
life than
Right?
that.
All right.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning,
That was his outlook, and then
But see, I think that's so cool about the movie is how in the beginning he's got nothing to do, he's got no purpose, and you know that's what his life is.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
eating, shitting, and
well, not
thinking
about
sex.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but the more they have to do, the more active they are, the more excited about life they get. And
Right.
That's amazing.
And they're, well, I mean, I get the impression that JFK was pretty active. I mean, like, we don't know. He was doing all his presidential duties. He was very busy. But it's nice that when he has to be a man of action, like, we get to see that drive. I like to watch this movie. My headcanon is he is JFK.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love the mug
Yep.
shots. And it's like, choo-choo.
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
close-ups on them. But, oh, I had forgotten about the lady that steals
Yes.
steals the person's
Creepy old
outfit.
thieving lady.
She's somebody. She's
No. The little old lady in the iron lung.
lung.
She's so,
like, so serious.
she's like, hey, she can't do anything
She like comes
about
over and she's like, "Let's make you comfortable." And she's like brushing her hair. Then she takes it.
And then she goes and steals a box of chocolates. And
She's worse than the mummy.
Right?
She's running around taking everybody's stuff.
The best thing about that though is when she goes up to the lady in the iron lung
Yeah.
and she plays with her hair, and it's both of them are just kind of like the little grunts, little
Right. Oh.
little moans, little things in there, which makes it even worse because it's just like, you know,
And she's gotta take her stuff.
it's just like a little, almost like a Skeksis or something, you know, walking up to it.
Whoa, whoa,
It's kind of like a
kind
of thing, you know.
You didn't
and
say
then,
the S word. It's been a long time since you people have tormented me with Skeksis.
uh-oh,
Let's not start that again.
little
Let's not start that
Skeksis
again.
Hotep in here.
The cockroach is adorable.
Yes.
You know I want to keep it.
I know. I saw that. I'm like, oh, this is Sandra's dream bug.
The little scarab.
Yes.
The beetle.
They were calling him a cockroach. He's allegedly a scarab.
Well, it's Egyptian, so let's call it what
We're
it
gonna
was,
call
right?
him a scarab.
But when they would like rear their little head and go,
So I was like, oh my God, you're so precious.
What does he come out when Bruce Campbell, after he fights it, he comes out and he's just like, hey, man,
Yeah.
you got one hell of a cockroach problem here, man. Or whatever he says when he comes out.
Just that Elvis.
Yeah, that's the way he does
Oh my
it.
God, he just sounds so much like Elvis.
He does.
He looks like it.
He's just like, all right, man, let's go.
Doing
his kung fu
yeah.
thing.
I also personally, when I think that he is really Elvis. That's how I look.
I'd
at this
take them
movie,
both,
is
absolutely.
Is that it's true?
Yep.
Yeah. He's Elvis. That's JFK.
Yep. That's a mummy.
yeah,
That's a mummy.
right?
The mummy's indisputable, and the mummy has a little style to him.
I know, he's like rocking the cowboy boots
Got
and
little boots, got a little hat.
hat on.
Yeah. It's a good looking mummy though. I love a nice, like, kind of cheesy looking mummy like that.
It's a
I
little
love
cheesy.
that.
It is a
I
little cheesy.
love
But you love it. That's fine. That's good.
I love that. I just think it's a fun old school.
I mean, it's
thing.
great because it's great that it's not a CGI, you know, Brendan Fraser mummy.
I was gonna
You know
say,
what I mean?
like, poor Dwayne the Rock Johnson as
Right.
the Scorpion King.
It's not a bad, yeah, exactly.
Like, oh my God, he was so, that thing they rendered for the Scorpion King was so god awful. And you know what? I like the Scorpion King movie.
God.
Come at me. I thought
Oh,
that was a good
jeez.
fucking time. But I love The Rock. But when he was like all like,
Did he come out as a scorpion? Well, yeah, Scorpion.
Yeah.
he
King
was
at the end,
mostly
right?
Scorpion, but also very shiny.
Yeah, and the face, when he tries to growl or snarl or whatever, they show a close up of his face, right? And
Let's just say like the CGI in The Last Starfighter and the CGI in Scorpion King were pretty similar.
pretty close. They're on par. Yeah. That cave looked in the Last Starfighter looked like The Rock's face.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
They used the same rendering. They're like, we can make that a face.
That works.
That could be The Rock.
So the actor that played Bubba Hotep is Bob Ivy, and he is actually a stunt person.
Oh.
So he does
wow.
a lot of stunt stuff.
Yeah.
So.
It's nice. One other line that I really liked is when he's talking about the contract and he lost it in a barbecue accident. And it sounds funny, and then you see it, and it's even funnier.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like if it was really that important to you.
He doesn't seem to care. It
There's
even
this
says that.
thing called a bank that has like safety
No, I don't think he
deposit
trusts
boxes.
banks. No.
But just the idea that the real Elvis hunts down an Elvis impersonator.
Love that
and
idea.
wants to switch with him because he's
Yeah.
tired of his
Right.
life and all the glam and everything.
Yeah.
And I love the scene though where he first finds Sebastian Half and he got the jelly. He's just mounted on a freaking boysenberry pie or whatever it is. And
He's like so coked out or whatever. He's eating like an entire pie. Yeah.
And then when he sees Elvis, the way he just like falls to his knees and kisses his ring like the Pope.
He holds it
Yeah.
out too for
Yeah, he
him to
does.
kiss. It's perfect.
Yep. And then he comes out, wipes the little smear off, and then
Yeah.
assumes the life of Elvis. It's a brilliant idea.
And it's funny because I think Bruce is wearing a belly, and Sebastian does not have one. But it's the point is that his so-called, as he even says, friends, they wouldn't even notice
didn't even
stuff
know.
like that about
Yeah.
him.
Right.
Yeah. And they're just a-holes, just clamoring behind the king, and they
Yep.
don't care.
And he even should have fired the colonel years earlier, kind of. All that
Everybody
stuff.
appreciates
So.
that, yeah. And he's like talking about his wife and how much he really loved her, and all these stupid things he did. It didn't mean anything. His daughter.
Misses his daughter. Yeah.
I love his granddaughter now. I think she's a fantastic actress too. The real Elvis, not Sebastian. Half Bruce
Wait,
Campbell.
who's Sebastian's?
But yeah, it's kind of sad and poignant. Oh, and then of course Bull, his neighbor there, and he
No.
asks, "Can I keep a picture of him in his Purple Heart?"
Yep.
Did you recognize that guy, by the way? It's driving me crazy. So that's old man Private Ryan from Saving Private Ryan.
No
in the
kidding.
beginning and the end,
Yeah.
where
Wow.
they're at the cemetery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Old man Private Ryan.
That's him.
Dang.
Because I was like, God, I know those eyes. I've seen him somewhere. It's just, oh my God, the way that guy is coughing, you're just like,
He must have COVID.
That's what we think
I
nowadays.
mean, he's like
yeah.
convulsing and,
Yeah.
and then when he's like finally, and you think he's dying then, and he's just having a coughing fit. And then when he finally is dying and he's like reaching out to Elvis and,
Yeah.
you're like, oh my God.
It's
that's
painful.
that sucks.
Yeah.
Speaking of kind of that part in the movie, that segments is the way they is simple, but the way they like speed up the camera and all the action around him. And I don't know if you guys have ever been, obviously, I don't know, like convalescing somewhere or really sick or something like that. But that's what it feels like. Like you kind of wake up intermittently and everything's just like happening around you. And then you can just imagine that's his everyday life.
for
and
years,
it's
yeah.
for years, because they say he's been there for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is
Poor guy.
something to look forward to.
Well, hopefully, if you're lucky, there will be a mummy outbreak, and you can have some meaning at the end of your life.
It's gonna happen. I mean,
It's well, you.
it's gonna be
you
the new
talked about
variant. It's gonna be the mummy variant. Soul-sucking mummies.
Can it be the Scorpion King variant though?
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's too dark.
No, it's just too ugly. Too ugly.
Can Bruce Campbell be the vaccine?
If Bruce Campbell's the vaccine, we all just have
It'll
to
be
kiss the ring.
110% vaccination rate.
Yes, we all just have to go kiss the ring. One thing too with JFK, with Ozzy's character, he really reminded me of Teddy in Arsenic and Old Lace. For my Arsenic and Old Lace fans out there,
Unfortunately,
not
I've
seen
never
it.
seen
Scott,
that
you
before.
know.
Sorry.
He's like Teddy in Arsenic and Old Lace, who thinks he's Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
I mean, Teddy's a little more silly, but it's that that earnestness and that commitment. I was like, reminds me of Teddy. I love Teddy. I love Arsenic and Old Lace, and if you haven't seen it, it's a very cute movie. I might force you
Okay.
all to watch
We may
it.
have to pick that one day.
I might. Maybe I'll pick it closer to Halloween.
Okay.
Maybe I'll throw it in the bucket.
Oh.
Not that they know about that.
Tease.
Yeah. The music is hella 2000, like 2002, 2003, the music. It's like that kind of like, it's almost like new metal. That like,
But it fits the movie well, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It does, but
I
it's-
mean, like especially all the
funny.
acoustic guitar stuff that
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking
Yes.
about the acoustic guitars. I'm talking about the new metal parts of it. We love it. Producer Scott and I were rocking out there. We're like, it's like childhood all over again. The guy.
I felt kind of like I understood you guys more for your love of like the 80s music and 80s films, because I had that feeling in this one with that early 2000s like butt rock kind of sound.
Butt rock?
Butt rock.
I never heard that term
I never heard
before.
butt rock.
I haven't either.
Can you? Are there examples of butt rock?
Bubba Hotep?
See, you look it up in the dictionary. See, Bubba Hotep.
Is that like yacht rock? But now it's butt rock?
but not
from the butt?
yachts.
But not yachts, but it's your butt?
Right. The guys who have kind of the existential chats while moving the bodies out, there's that part where they drop one in the bushes, and I just felt so seen. 100% would be me. 100%. I'd be scrambling and like, oh, Jesus, trying to get it out.
You'd be fumbling a body?
Oh my God, it would absolutely happen to me. If it happens to anybody, it would be me.
Daniel Roebuck, one of those actors.
Oh, he's another person that's in everything.
He's been on a lot of stuff for sure. Absolutely, yeah.
To me, I think it was HBO made a movie years ago about Jay
Leno
Leno
and
and David Letterman, and he played Jay Leno.
Was it like a feud movie?
Yep.
Yeah, it was about who was going to take over the Tonight Show when Johnny Carson retired.
Kind of like Jeopardy now.
Yeah, and so it was like they were the two in the running for it, and it kind of like they got pitted against each other, even though they knew each other from like the stand-up
They
circuit.
weren't like thinking of it that way.
I mean, they weren't enemies,
Yeah.
you know. And I think in the long run, it probably hurt their relationship, but.
I didn't know
Or
any
what
of this.
little one they had. But anyway, it's just that guy is always, every time I see him, he is.
You're like,
Jay
I remember
Leno.
that HBO movie from like 1999 or whatever.
Without
like, I
him
remember.
doing a Jay Leno impression for 2 hours.
Ooh, that's a long time. That's a lot of Leno.
It's a lot. So poor Sebastian / Elvis
Yes.
has a growth. On the end.
Where is that growth?
That is on the end of his penis.
It's a bummer.
And the
Pecker.
sorry, on his pecker.
Yeah.
And the
Use the
nurse.
scientific term, please.
Yes. On his butt. He's got a big butt rock on the end of his penis. And the nurse has to massage on a.
Well, she doesn't have to. And he even says, I'm going to be taking care of my own crankshaft.
Well, right, but so if she doesn't have to, why wasn't he doing it before?
I think because he was just so lackluster.
Okay, so now that he's got something to do, he's going to take care of that too.
And he stood up to her. He's like, I don't want to be treated like a baby anymore.
Right.
And you know, he had to kind of take that stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the goo, I mean, looks hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
viscous.
it's like soft,
It looks like ectoplasm.
soft Vaseline or something. I don't know. It was just whatever it was.
It looks like the
Gonna have a bad time.
the cherry flavored KY that you can get at all your local Walmarts. But
for like icing cakes.
Wow.
That should be on the burqa.
for icing cakes,
For doing some
KY.
for doing some piping on a cake.
Trying to eat your cake. Woo!
You gotta catch it.
I can't buy my cake.
Hey, buy my cake. Oh, I love it. I don't know why they have to be from the South, but it sounds funnier to say cake.
Cherry flavored KY your cake. That's funny. Sorry.
You go up to the cashier, you're like, is this food grade?
Would you use cherry or lemon on your cake?
And would you do it for lettering or like
Right.
just edges?
You guys know cake is like also ass, right?
Yeah, yes. We do know that. That's also what could make it funny. It's
I figured you guys knew. Neil,
could say it for, I think I explained that to you once.
Did you? Part of that biology lesson from
your
last
notes.
week?
Check your notes.
Check. I gotta go back. and scroll. Oh, here it
Oh, here
is.
it is under C, cake.
C for cake. C also butthole.
see also butt rock.
Butt rock.
Circles back to Bubba Hotep. It looks like you've got some quotes.
I do have some quotes. After he's talking about the cockroach, and he's like, it's the size of a peanut butter sandwich. He's like, but what do I care? I have a growth on the end of my pecker. Sorry, I just have a few ones I thought were kind of funny. Wraps his lips around some elder's asshole. That elder's gonna die pretty soon, and who would be the wiser? something like that. So.
Yeah. Well, that
Wasn't that
mommy's
a
got to
Ozzie
figure it
Davis
out.
line?
I think that's Ozzy.
Yeah. So it was delivered with like this
Yeah.
cadence of,
Imagine presidential.
I can't do that cadence.
cadence. Nor I. We'd be very.
Two people could.
We'd be great
They're
actors.
both not with us. Yeah.
I think that's all I have for those. Yep.
All right. So when Ozzie Davis is talking about this book he has, and then the back, he says there is something about some movie. Do you remember this part? It was
Yes,
like,
I do. I had a fan theory.
He had like reviews about stolen soul movies.
Is he talking about the Necronomicon?
That's like Evil Dead,
Okay.
right? Like swallow your soul and all
Yeah.
that. Like I feel like that was totally an Evil Dead reference.
That's what I thought too. Like when last night, I was like, I think that's kind of like a little fan service.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was cute.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you saw it. Caught that. Sorry.
Could that also be a Phantasm? Because remember, they also steal. I haven't seen Phantasm in a long
And
time.
that's
but
also a Don
Coscarelli film.
right?
Don't
Yeah.
they steal people or do something to them, and then they ship them to the other world, to the the tall man
To
world?
the tall man world.
Yeah.
So
Got
it's
those
like
silver balls.
so it's double.
Silver balls and butt rocks.
Silver balls. It's everybody's favorite.
It's Christmas time and your butt rock.
Oh man, that's good too.
My dad's ding-a-ling. Hear them ring.
Soon we'll grease it up with cherry flavored KY.
You just hear the children's
The
choir
children, yes.
singing it.
In front of your house, the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
If the entire Mormon Tabernacle choir was in front of my house, I would be really impressed. You just see them roll by on like a flatbed. My God, it's the whole tabernacle made it.
They all came out.
Just for me?
I feel like there are some other things. So the scenes where they kind of go down the hill, down to the water.
Yes.
Right, you remember
The
that?
crick.
The crick.
As
There
he
you
calls
go.
it.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'm getting some serious Franklin vibes from Texas Chainsaw.
I love it I love it when he says oh fuck it. He just goes with the walker. I just was like, good, I love
You know,
it.
but I
I'm
mean,
so
the
proud
first
of him.
time he sort of like shambles down there, but then the
Yeah.
second time he's in JFK's
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, yeah, he's
little
in the
scooter
electric
or whatever.
scooter,
And
yeah.
at that point, I was kind of like, I wonder.
Franklin?
Yeah.
Franklin?
Sonny?
Franklin, can you hear me?
Sonny?
But you know what? That's Texas.
That's Texas?
Maybe Stephen Half is Franklin. And from the trauma of the massacre, hear me out, he became Stephen Half.
As in Sebastian.
Sebastian Half.
Okay.
That's how that happened.
Maybe.
From the
But
trauma.
if you go to Don Coscarelli's Instagram page, on it, he says he's a huge Toby Hooper fan.
As
Oh.
what should be.
So,
Yeah.
homage,
Homage, maybe?
fandom, you know.
I mean, he never lost his keys. But
Toss me the keys. Leave me the keys. Don't take the keys.
he was never like, you
The
know.
floor of the keys. I don't even remember.
He held the flashlight the entire time.
Yeah. Mr. President? Okay, so
What else you got? Anything else?
the end of the film,
Yes.
I love the end of the film
Yes.
because it is so moving.
Like we talked about. Yes.
Like you talked about,
Beautiful.
and you said it, and I just love, like I legitimately feel sad. I legitimately have Sandra feelings when JFK dies.
You have the Sandra tear.
I do. I have like the
Patented tear.
patented ice crystals
Yeah.
that come.
These tears don't fall.
Like I was like, oh, you
crash
know,
around me.
even though I know it's gonna happen, I still like feel bad about it.
Yeah.
You know, because I legitimately connected to those characters.
Yeah.
In JFK, so like that, you know, I don't know. That makes me feel bad. And then when Bruce Campbell, Sebastian Half, Elvis, whatever you want to call him, when he does his Franklin dive off the cliff
Right.
with
Franklin
the mummy.
dies. Yeah.
But and he gets the ribs sticking out of his
Right, yeah.
the compound fracture, I guess,
Yeah.
of his ribs, and then but I love how the stars all align and come to the all is well, and
Right.
with the Egyptian symbols and everything. It's very touching.
It's really actually really touching.
Yeah,
No, it
Yeah.
really is. It really is.
It's like you don't think from the silly, wild synopsis and that you're going to be moved. but you will be touched.
You will be touched by an angel.
Bubba Hotep is gonna reach out and he's gonna touch you, and you're gonna like it.
Your heart will start pumping again. It'll grow
3 times bigger.
3 times bigger. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the ending of the film. I think they did a really nice job with it.
It's sweet.
It is. How about we can talk about the real quick? Is the Kemosabe? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kemosabe guy.
Oh god, that is heartbreaking when he's
Lone Ranger.
yeah. He calls him
Kemosabe.
when he has his final stand. That is heartbreaking to me. I mean, it's like you start out like a little chuckle, and then you're like, oh my god, this is actually making me really sad.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's like legitimately trying to stand up to him, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
out there with his
Little cap gun.
cap gun.
He took a stand before either of them did for
That's true.
their home. Yeah.
That's true. He was trying.
Like I said, though, his soul was intact.
Yes.
He died with his soul intact.
Yeah.
So that was the important thing.
Yeah.
Die on your own terms.
There's a message,
There
man.
is. There's a few messages, but yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
sad, but it's also at the same time like
It's oddly
yay,
uplifting.
Like, good for you. You're no longer in the Mud
Right.
Creek.
Yeah.
You know?
Now hopefully he's the real Lone Ranger in his own multiverse.
So is Mud Creek Shady Rest a real place? 'Cause I thought I saw something.
Mud Creek is a real place.
a real place.
But it's not in
Texas, East Texas.
It's not in East Texas. I forget where it is specifically, but it's just, I think it's just one of those names where you're like, you know, you pull your wagon up and, you know, it's like, well, we're stopping here.
What should
Well,
we
what
call
should we call it? Well, there's mud in the creek.
Yep.
Oh, is that an only in America?
It's America.
in history? Invention of mud.
Pioneers are heading on out in their pioneer train, right? And then they just pull over for, you know, a waffle and a
Something like
spritz,
that,
you know?
I don't know. It's sort of like, you know,
Mud Creek?
naming a town Los Banos, you know?
Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
the gas station you went to in Mississippi?
Not quite, but yeah. Not that gas station. Close.
I feel like we're kind of wrapping up our discussion of the film.
Okay.
I was supposed to remind you about something.
What's that?
You had a wound? Do you want
Oh. I'll do it later. I'll do it some other time.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk about his
It doesn't. It would be so out of whack at this point.
I have 2 things I'm supposed to remind you of. That
Okay.
was my first one.
No, we'll
Yeah.
talk about it later.
Well,
Some
okay,
other
everybody,
time.
next episode, we're going to talk about a wound Neil suffered.
It's a butt rock. That's all. Don't worry about it.
I have already gotten it checked out. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. The nurse applies her cherry flavored KY. It's all good.
Ectoplasm.
I want
Oh,
my
my.
cake.
Cherry flavored cake. So Bubba Hotep.
Hotep.
Great film. Don Coscarelli. So
Yeah.
Yeah, what else is he?
we all know, of course, Phantasm being his most famous thing before, which he did as like a freaking 5-year-old practically.
Yeah, he was young.
Super young, making
Yeah.
this fantastic classic film,
Yeah.
which, by the way, will be at the Cult Film Series the first week in September.
It's coming. We got some exciting movies. coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Don Coscarelli, and then
Didn't he do a little movie with, I don't know, like some ferrets and
keep going.
maybe a dyed tiger or two and
There is, yeah. Keep going.
maybe an eagle?
No, it doesn't ring any bells. Moving on.
All right.
Just kidding. Now he's done a lot of stuff.
He did a little
Yeah.
film called. Did we say it? Can Scott say it?
Bleep Master.
Bleep
It
Master.
rhymes with a yeast blaster.
Also in cherry flavor. John Dies at the End. Yes, Mark Vision's Truth, but he did
Yeah.
John Dies at the End more recently. I haven't seen that yet. I
There's
keep meaning
books. John dies at the end, and this book is full of spiders by that author. Very funny.
to. Oh, really? Okay.
Horror
Okay.
comedy books. Hmm.
Cool. You need to check that out. But yeah, he's prophetic. No, prolific is the word I'm trying to say. But and then of course Bruce Campbell. We all know Bruce Campbell.
He's done,
mean-
he's done a few things.
Done a few. I mean, between the Evil Dead films, between a little teeny guest shot at the very end of Darkman, you know, the Raimi film, when he walks away. Spider-Man. even.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. You got
Yeah.
He
what
was
did he play?
the ring announcer
He was
Right.
on.
with Randy Macho Man Savage.
Yes, and he was on Burn Notice. I mean, he's
Burn Notice, that's right.
Everywhere.
He's in all 3 Spider-Man movies.
In all 3.
All 3, Michael says
Spider-Mans.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
I think
Oh,
Sam
and
Raimi tries to get him in
and in
anything
the,
that he does.
in the reboot of Evil Dead, which is another one that's truly a reboot because he's in at the end. So,
Okay.
yeah, he has a little post-credits moment. Yeah,
I don't even remember that. I need to watch that again.
I don't even remember if I saw that or not.
I liked it. It's gory as
I thought you and I watched it here.
gory as
When it
hell.
came out.
That's the impression it made on me, folks.
It was a good film. I liked it.
It's
I liked
gory
it.
and funny and weird.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's a good time.
Anytime you cut
And the car's in it. The
car's in
yeah.
it, and you cut your tongue in half. That's good stuff.
Oh, Mike, the bifurcated tongue.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Bifurcated. I say butt rock, you say bifurcated. So
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Cool, Bubba Hotep, go watch it.
Now that
Great
we
film.
spoiled it for
Very good film.
Yeah.
We spoiled it. That's right. What are we doing next?
Announcements. Oh.
What's the announcement?
Do you want to talk about what we're doing next?
What's the announcement? What's the announcement?
Oh my god. Okay. Neil is wearing a piece of our merch. We have merch.
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 Merch. That
Not-
stands
not
for
these merch
merchandise.
merch.
So I'm told.
Merchandise. We have a store.
Can you believe it?
I guess we should start linking it.
Yes, Scott has taken care of
Yeah,
that.
we should probably have it for every episode, and also maybe in our podcast show notes for the pop people.
Yes, you're right. We'll put it
listening.
in there.
So we got some cool stuff.
Basically, some folks have been saying, why don't you guys do a Patreon, or why don't you do this? And we're kind of like, you know what? At least for us, like right now, at least, we're kind of like, we don't want to just ask people for money, you know?
I mean, we do, but we don't.
Right. So, you know.
Some of us do, some of us don't.
So
I will
like,
gladly take your money.
Okay. And someone's like, what can we do maybe to more earn the money, right? So we're like, well, how about if we do merch? Because then you guys buy something and you get something, and then we do get a little bit of money back for that, because the stuff is kind of, you know, obviously jacked up a little bit. So there's a profit.
That's the merch world, man.
No, that's how it works.
We're just players. Don't hate the player, hate the merch game.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's awesome stuff, and we would love if you supported some of it because we're super proud of it. It's a print-on-demand company. We're not like here packing orders or some shit. We don't have time for that.
So it is print on demand, which basically means that you order it through our store, and then it gets printed at that time and shipped to you. You know, we're kind of not in control so much of the shipping speed and how it gets to you necessarily, but we are there for you.
But a lot of people do this. I think a lot of us are familiar with
A lot of
prints.
folks do it. Yes.
And that also helps because then we don't print like 20 million size like L's, and nobody's an L. And then it's like, what do we do with this? We just have to burn them.
No, we didn't want to have to mortgage our homes to be able to buy stock, and then, you know,
we have to go out to the desert and bury cold show merchandise.
Exactly.
In
Oh, there's
air.
all the ETs. Now we found them. So
Yeah.
we didn't want to have to do that. But anyway, yeah, so go take a look, please, because we actually went through a lot of give and take and trial, and we took
sweat.
We bought like almost everything that we're selling. We had to buy it ourselves to test the materials, to make sure it printed well. I mean, Caleb got this great sweatshirt that I've been trying to steal from him because I love it so much.
He's working it. So you gotta check this out, and we'll be showing off some stuff as we get to. We don't even have all the things we've gotten yet.
Not yet. But we seriously have gone through like there's been like hate texts back and forth.
There's been tears.
We should charge this much. No, we should charge this much.
And there's so much of it that's also out of our control with the pricing, because it's kind of like, you know, we're like, oh, maybe like $1 for a mug, and it's like, well, that's actually not an option, Sandra. A mug can't be $1. Go figure. So.
Yeah. The prices do include shipping. Is that correct, Scott?
In the United States, it includes shipping, small shipping fees outside.
Okay. So in the U.S., shipping included, international small shipping fee. So that's something. So when you see the price, that includes shipping. Don't forget that.
So just hit that buy now button or whatever. Should we kind of show off?
Yeah, let's show some stuff. Let's show some stuff. We have some stuff to show you guys.
We got a shirt.
So number one, you've got our just traditional logo. I got it on a heathered white shirt, not pure white. It's kind of like a heather, which is probably hard to tell.
It's almost like a light gray, really.
Yeah, but it's really nice.
There's other colors and there's other styles of shirt that'll be coming, but that's an example.
This is the classic.
Yeah.
The classic one.
So another shirt. You want to hold up a shirt?
I've got the sweatshirt that Neil was talking about. So this is a hoodie.
Yeah.
Look at that hoodie.
It's very super soft.
That's a super
Super soft.
Probably
cozy
can't hear
hoodie.
me. This is the heather blue.
And it's super cute and
super
cozy
soft.
and microphone.
And the clothing brand is Canvas and
Bella.
is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's a fleece one. Really comfy.
Just super soft.
What? We got a hat.
We got a hat. We have a hat model. Come on out,
hat model.
And drop.
Look at that. It's a bucket hat.
There's
The
bucket
kids
hat.
love
It's a bucket hat. That's an embroidered logo. A little lower. There you go.
There
That's
you
an
go.
embroidered logo. It's beautiful.
Boom.
Good quality embroidery.
Thank you, hat model.
You can get that in black and white.
Good
We
job,
got another
Space
hat.
Race.
We got another hat.
Oh, we got another hat. This is the
Damn.
trucker hat.
And also Raiders.
Trucker hat. No,
Where the
no Raiders.
people
No
at?
Raiders.
He's wearing a Raiders jersey.
I love this hat so much. I
It
love
ma-
this hat so much.
It'll match your Raiders
It's
jersey.
an embroidered logo.
He's gonna go
Thank you,
downstairs and go
Jessica.
back to producing. And
What do you got? You got three
I got
things.
a couple of things over here. I got three? I think I only have two.
Oh, okay, two now.
So there's another hoodie. There is another. So this hoodie, this is just a screen printed hoodie, and
Don't say just.
well, it's just simple. Some people just like simple on the front, and it's got the nice zip up the front. This one's in black, and on the back it has what we call our creep show.
Creep variant.
Our creep variant. Look at it. Look at it.
Suck it in.
Creep it real.
Creep it real.
And
That's what we
speaking
do.
of creep,
What?
we got another
Speaking of
creep shirt.
Oh, we got another shirt?
Yeah, we do. Look,
Look at this.
creep tee.
It's a nice, beautiful black, but there's other colors of the creep variant T-shirt. Look at that. Move a little closer there.
So if
the
you
old
want
Space
like
Race. There you
that
go.
kind
Too
of
close. A little back.
a little back a little. No, you're doing great. So if you want like that kind of shirt, or if you want like more of a logo shirt, we have options for you. We got options.
Excellent.
Are there any dads in the crowd? Any dads?
You need a dad hat.
So you need a dad hat. 'Cause
I
look
mean,
at that.
look
at
at
that
it.
dad hat.
It's so cute.
It's cherry flavored and everything. Just what
Yeah.
just what you need.
You can see we've taken a little bite out of it
Yeah,
already.
it's a distressed dad hat, just like me. I'm a distressed dad.
He's very
So,
distressed.
Another embroidery on the hat there. It's
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
super cute.
Yeah.
Do you have something else over there, Caleb?
I also have a mug.
Whoa.
Creep variant mug.
And we have a non-creep variant mug?
We do have a non-creep variant.
Yeah, that'll be,
That mug is beautifully printed.
yeah, that mug is gorgeous. But you can have that, or you can have something that's a little different.
But can you imagine waking up in the morning and
Okay.
pouring your hot cup of cocoa or coffee or brandy, whatever it is you drink in the morning, and you look at the faces of your four friends here,
You're for BFFs.
right? And we'll be having coffee, brandy, cocoa with you.
Whatever you want.
a cold
we're
morning.
You'll be
drinking
having it
too.
in us.
In us.
You'll be drinking in this.
You want to? We are your vessel.
That's weird.
I'm super stoked about something that we offer. That is, this is so funny.
What is next, Vanna?
Not only can you drink in us,
You can sleep.
You can
with us.
sleep
or
with
sit
us
on us.
for a mere.
So this pillow, squishy, and this is a functional item. A lot of this is functional things. You can use these things. You can drink these things. You can wear these things.
Yep.
And this can go on your home. And so this, or maybe like if you want to bring it to work, it'd be like cute on your work chair. But it's got the Cult Show logo. Very cute. Very classy. Oh, what's on the back?
Oh wait, there's more.
Wow. It's our anime variant. Our anime logo. That this is actually drawn by Neil's youngest child.
Yes, my
Yeah.
youngest child drew that.
Yeah,
We love it.
A long time ago, because look
long
how
time
short
ago
my
now.
hair is.
'Cause we've been using, yeah, and we've been using it for so long. But it's so cute, and it turned out absolutely adorable in the printing, and it's squishy.
And you can use it for your back support.
Oh yeah, like on this broken,
Yep,
busted ass
on this-
couch.
Yep.
Yeah. What else? What else you got?
Very, very nice.
Squishy.
Can you imagine waking up in the morning and having us underneath your head, and then you reach for your brandy or your cocoa or your coffee, and you have us in your mug,
And you're laying on us.
and that's right. You can't pass this up, people.
Can't pass
What
this
else
up.
we got? What
we
do you
got
got?
one more thing from the model out here. This is the embroidered logo.
Zip up Putty.
Zip up Putty. So this is kind of like the one I showed where it's a heavier hoodie. This is more of a keep you warm, like, oh, winter's coming. Brace yourself. And it's actually blank on the back on this one. See? Yeah. And you got it in blue.
Yep, I got it in blue.
But you can get it in other
But it's a
colors, too.
wonderful, just the
It's
embroidered.
a nice oversized hood,
Yeah.
which
Yep.
I love.
Yeah. See, because like if you have hair, or if you wear headphones or a hat, yeah, and it looks super cute and stylish and fun. Blah, blah, blah.
Nice, good quality
Thank you,
stuff.
Macy. Space Face.
Space Face Macy. And I have, this is one of my favorite things. This is a few of my favorite things. This is the lightweight hoodie, which is available to you with the chest of the anime variant, and then it's
Yeah.
got a sleeve print
Yeah, check
on
that
the
out.
sleeve.
Boom.
Yeah, straighten it out.
Bam.
Straighten it out, Caleb says.
There you go.
How slick is
Oh, and it does
that?
say the.
we included the "the."
Wait, no extra charge to you.
Yeah.
We put the "the" on
We did
there.
not skimp.
No.
Right.
Spare no expense.
So this is good for you when you wake up on
Imagine it. And then you're there.
on a nice fall day, you
Is
know,
it
and you're not
crisp?
It's light enough.
cold.
You could probably even sleep in it.
You
if
could sleep in
wanted
this,
to.
yes. You
Oh,
could
you
sleep in this bad
could.
boy.
Yeah, you can sleep in either.
Whilst laying on our pillow,
Drinking.
drinking from us.
Yeah.
We are selling out.
We have operators standing by. These are flying off the shelves.
Get yours now before they're gone, because it won't last
It's not
long.
going to last long. Okay.
That's-
And we'll show you more as more comes in. but
Yeah, as
that's-
more comes in,
yeah.
but that's what we got for now. Thank you, Space Face, for doing.
Is it my
doing that.
pick? Am I sharing? Are we doing this?
It is your pick, isn't it? And apparently, there's something going on with the shop, or no? I'm seeing a couple little things.
Yeah, Mindy
People
and
are
Laura
looking.
seem to be having
But
Some
issues.
people are having problems. Some people are not.
we'll fix it.
Yeah.
You just keep trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
And if you want, just give us your credit card number and the little code in the back. That's okay.
And your zip.
We'll take care of it for you.
We'll do all those things.
We'll fix it.
I am excited to share with you. It's my pick. I haven't had a pick in I don't even know how long. God knows how long. I think we weren't even on the air when I had picks.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. This is a movie that I adore. I don't think either of you guys have seen it. It does have a total cult following. A lot of people love it. It's not from that long ago. It's from 2011 by a wonderful director who I'm so sorry, I can never say your name, but I think it's Andre Overdahl, who's done a great many things. It is Troll Hunter.
Oh my God. Okay.
Obviously, producer Scott loves it, so this almost isn't even my pick. This is almost a producer Scott pick. Wah, wah, wah. No, it's fine. Troll Hunter. I think it's on Shudder right now too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard about this film
Oh,
a lot.
I'm so stoked to talk to you guys
Yeah.
about it.
Okay, Troll Hunter. Coming
Got
at you
some
next
pretty
week.
cool practical effects and some
Okay.
other stuff in it. So yeah,
Well, that's exciting. I'll look forward to that one then.
yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna go hunting trolls.
I'll do it. So is it like Trolls like in the movie Troll or Troll 2?
Yeah, it's more like
is it?
Norfin trolls.
Orphan Trolls.
Norfins.
Oh, Norfin.
With the hair and the little belly jewel and the arms like this.
Okay. Little Norfin Trolls.
You don't know what a Norfin troll is?
No.
That's okay. The troll, the troll doll with the crinkly face and the pointy hair.
Oh, okay.
That's a Norfin troll.
Oh, and the nose.
And the nose.
And the movie's nothing about them.
And the movie is not about the Norfin trolls. Yeah.
Well, why should I watch it then?
Okay, fine. Well, you can watch. You can watch just.
Can I watch Trolls?
Watch all the. Watch
I mean, the
everything.
animated one.
Watch anything with a troll.
Any
in
troll.
it and come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll just shout things out.
But the assigned reading in the syllabus is Troll Hunter.
Troll Hunter.
Troll Hunter from
All right.
2011.
Troll Hunter we will do. Awesome. So just remember, imagine waking up to us on a nice fall night with your pillows
You wake
and
up
your
at
mugs in the middle of the night.
Some people wake up at night. Yeah.
And having nightmares about everything you saw tonight.
Our merchandise will give you nightmares. There's a nightmare in every box.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed a nightmare.
Or Sandra will give you your money back.
No.
No. Nope.
No, that
Just
money's
kidding.
gone. That money's gone.
Yeah.
And there's a little Easter egg on the site. If you are willing to spend a pretty penny, we will take requests. But it will cost you.
Right. And we can't guarantee you that we will like your pick.
No, we can't guarantee we're going to like
Yeah,
it. We can't guarantee
will give
we're
you
going
our
to do your pick
honest
the next week.
review.
But we will do it at some point if you pay for it.
I mean, fairly soon. Like, you're not going to wait a year.
You might wait 11 months.
We want people to actually do it.
No,
So,
I mean, we'll do it as soon as we can. Obviously, we often schedule these things.
Yeah.
But of course, we will do your pick if you pay us money.
yeah, so that's a way that you can put some cash into it if you don't want anything. All the cash obviously comes to us, and then we will do whatever you select.
Yeah.
We'll do whatever
So,
you want.
whatever you want, unfortunately.
And
Pay
like,
me!
and like Caleb says, we may not like it.
Yeah, and we will tease it. You know we will.
what
So don't pick your
try
favorite
us.
movie. Don't pick your
Yeah.
favorite movie.
Didn't they like my favorite movie?
Pick one you want to
Maybe
torture
we
us
will
with.
like it. Yeah, I'm just
We
saying. We
might.
just no promises. you
We
know?
make fun of things we like too, though. So,
That's true.
yeah.
That is
All
true.
right.
Well, there you have it. Go
So-
forth and shop.
You guys, thank you so much. As always, really appreciate you guys very much. Stay safe. Wear a mask because there's so much freaking smoke out there right now on top of a virus running around. So we appreciate you guys very much, as always. So roll it!
Thank you, Spooky Booze, Scary Storytime, Mark Vision's Truth, Mindy, Horror and Movie Addict, Miss Movie Buff Laura, Enoch, Gory Bits, TM, Pismo Mark, and anyone else that I did not see that showed up.
Vanilla Ken came in late.
I saw that.
Bye one more time.